very good morning and welcome to this morning edition of ES 101's Visual Radio. Bringing you the news, I am Hashni Pathirana. And first up is a look at your headlines.
News First headline.
Federation of Health Professionals launched 24-hour token strike. 2 injured in Grand Pass shooting. Nominations for 2025 LG polls now open. Security deposit deadline tomorrow. In international headlines, Trump says many elements agreed to ahead of Putin call. And in your sports, IPL captains meet scheduled in BCCI office on the 20th of March. On to our top story this morning, the Federation of Health Professionals launched a strike today at 7 a.m., citing slashes to their allowances. The president of the Association of Health Professionals, Ravi Kumadesh, said that while a token strike is being conducted from 7 a.m. today until 7 a.m. tomorrow, emergency and essential health services will continue to operate. The 19 unions involved in the strike include the Government Association of Government Medical Laboratory Technologists, the Society of Radiological Technologists Sri Lanka, the Pharmaceutical Society of Sri Lanka, the Professional Organization for Medical Technologists, the Government Physiotherapy Officers Association, the Association of Speech and Language Pathologists, and the Association of Audiologists. Now, in more local news, the two people were injured in a shooting in Nagalagam Street, Grand Pass. The shooting occurred at about 9:30 p.m. last night. Police said that 2 individuals who arrived on a motorcycle carried out the shooting and fled the scene. The injured are 2 men aged 22 and 28, both residents of Grand Pass. Police said that a 9mm firearm was used in the shooting. Police also said that the injured have been admitted to the Colombo National Hospital. The reason behind the shooting has not yet been revealed, and police have launched investigations to arrest the suspects. Moving on to more local news, the acceptance of nominations for the 2025 local government elections commenced yesterday. Yesterday, 6 recognized political parties and 11 independent groups submitted nominations for the election. Nominations are being accepted from 8:30 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. daily at the district secretariats under the supervision of the district returning officers. The deadline for submitting nominations is 12 noon on the 20th of March, while the deadline for security deposits is 12 noon tomorrow. The acceptance of postal vote applications for 336 local government bodies concluded at midnight yesterday. The election date is scheduled to be announced on the 20th.
International news.
Now, shifting your attention to the international arena, US President Donald Trump says many elements of a peace agreement in Ukraine have been agreed with his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin ahead of their much anticipated phone call today. Trump posted on Truth Social that he will speak to Putin this morning. He said that while there have been arrangements, much remains to be worked upon. Trump wrote, quote-unquote, "Each week brings 2,500 soldier deaths from both sides, and it must end now. I look very much forward to the call with President Putin." He earlier told reporters that, quote-unquote, "We are going to see if we can work a peace agreement, a ceasefire and peace, and I think we will be able to do it." The UK and France have urged Putin to prove he wants a peace deal with Ukraine. French President Emmanuel Macron hailed the courage of Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky in agreeing to a ceasefire proposal and challenged Russia to do the same. UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy said Putin should agree to a full and unconditional ceasefire now, telling MPs he had seen no sign that Putin was serious about a peace deal. The White House sounded a more upbeat note on the eve of the Trump-Putin talks, which will take place by phone, saying peace in Ukraine has never been closer. White House press secretary told reporters yesterday that Trump was determined to secure the peace deal.
news.
And finally, on to your sports update for this morning. All the captains of the Indian Premier League or IPL teams are set to meet in Mumbai this Thursday for an important pre-season meeting. The gathering will take place at the BCCI headquarters at noon. In addition to the captains, the managers from all 10 franchises have been invited to attend as well. The meeting will serve as an important briefing where teams will be updated on new additions and changes for the upcoming season. With the captains for all teams now confirmed, the list includes Akshar Patel, who was recently named the skipper of Delhi Capitals, and the other 9 captains are Hardik Pandya, Pat Cummins, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Rajat Patidar, Rishabh Pant, Shreyas Iyer, Sanju Samson, Ajinkya Rahane and Shubman Gill. Most of the captains have already reported to their respective teams, accompanied by players who participated in the Champions Trophy. Pat Cummins, the Australian skipper, arrived in Hyderabad on Sunday and has confirmed his full availability for the season. Despite the World Test Championship final at Lord's, which begins on the 11th of June, just 2 weeks after the IPL final on the 25th of May. The IPL season kicks off on the 22nd of March at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata, with the defending champions Kolkata Knight Riders facing off against Royal Challengers Bangalore. And with that, we wrap up this edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. I'm Hashni Patirana. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more of the very latest.